hope, that for you to hope, first and foremost, you're in something that's bad. And in that thing that you're in, he said that you should be anticipating with pleasure. Everybody know pleasure make you feel good, don't it? That seems to be a contradiction. That seems to be a paradox. How can something that hurts me make me feel good? And so he says the word hope in hurt is what should make you feel good, because it doesn't matter what you feel like, you should then be anticipating a good outcome. And so, Sister Betty helped me this morning while riding here. You never know who God will talk through. And we were talking about somebody that's a landscaper. And she said that the person said that it's hard to get work now. Can't cut no grass. And so she said, well, I told him you should learn to cut trees. She said you should learn to hedge. And so this is what she blessed me with. She said, he can't see the work. I said, I hear you talking, God. I'm supposed to see the work before I get the work. I'm supposed to see it before I get it. And so this is kind of what Peter is saying here, that it don't matter what kind of situation that you're in, you should be anticipating a good outcome. It's thinking that things will get better regardless of what it looks like now. And it's expecting good to come out of a bad thing. So I got something funny I want to share with y'all, because I thought about when I said it's expecting something good to come out of bad things. Sometimes folk will twist that. Don't expect something good out of something bad that's not from God. Did that make sense? And so I heard a story from a minister, boy, and I just laughed when I heard it up in Bradenton. And he was telling a story about these two brothers that they were grown and their mother had moved. You know how back, most of us from Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere. And when you get old, you usually want to go back home. And so their mother had gone home, and they were somewhat successful. So both of them had their own vehicles, and they said, you know what, let's go up and visit Mama. And so, you know, when you got your own car as a man, you don't want to ride nobody. You want to drive, especially when you're young. And so they said, okay, so the one brother who usually does things right, he said, I'm going to buy me a GPS. I'm going over to Best Buy and get me one of them TomToms or a Garmin. And so the other brother who usually tried to get shortcuts, he said, okay, well, I'm going down to the hood. I'm going to find somebody to get me one for about $10. And sure enough, and they said, let's see who gets there the quickest. Well, the brother who did things the right way got there first the next day. And so he's wondering what happens to his brother. And his brother shows up a day later, and he says, what happened? And he said, I just took my time. But in his mind, this is what he was thinking. He bought the GPS from somebody that broke into somebody's car, Brother Willie, and stole the GPS. And the thing of it was that he broke into somebody's car from the hood and stole the GPS. And so when he programmed in the thing said, hold it, Jack. Don't push my buttons like that. He said, let me tell you how to do it, how y'all say, my Negro? He said, dog, this is what you do. And so he followed the instructions, and they started to take off. And he said, now this is the first thing you do. You turn up there by the tree over there by Snoop Dogg's house. He said, what tree is that? He said, you know that's the tree where my Negroes be all out there under the tree slinging it. Matter of fact, why don't you stop over there so we can get laced up along the way? And so he stopped. And so he's riding down there, and he said, put the window down. The po-po coming, man, put the window down. What's wrong with you? Slow down. And so he slowed down, threw the weed out the window, holding his hand. The police went back. He said, all right, now, Jack, put the window back up and crank it, my Negro. And they listened to the 50 Cent. After about 4 hours, he said, fool, where you at? I told you to turn back there at Snoop Tree. Man, you done messed us up, man. Make a U-turn over there at Church's Chicken and go back down there by Popeyes. And a day later, he got there. Don't expect good